go, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just...
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Jared Goff and the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road, and that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams set to take over on offense. For Goff last year, of course, the disappointing end to a terrific season. His development really took a big step forward throughout. Nearly 4,700 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, playoff wins over the Cowboys and the Saints before that Super Bowl loss to New England. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. The numbers a week ago for Kupp, 7 catches, 60 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Back to throw, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here, because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Goff on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jared Goff and the NFC champs, they get ready to begin this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Goff. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Nick Foles, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Josh Allen, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC. Bears, Redskins from FedEx Field. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block them?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive, be bold, let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Gurley again here on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Line 20. Here we go, D.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. 3rd down here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Goff.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Black 20. Check 53. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 52, and this for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This from 52, and this for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Rams have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.